Finally, I'm live. All right. All right. So I'm doing some answers for the title insurance producer. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay. So let me make sure the volume is up. All right. That's good. It's 430 something questions. I'm going to do as many as I can. And I hope that this really helps whoever is a notary and who is trying to better themselves and kind of get more money put in your pocket by just not doing the small notary work. You can actually get to do mortgages and loans. And if someone is getting married or divorced or buying a house, anything, you get to do it. So I'm going to get started. I hate when people take too long to get things started. So number one, pursuant to Maryland's anti-rebating statute, the following items cannot be given to a client as inducement for business. So you can't give any home warranties, you can't give any legal services, and you can't give any Uber rides, okay? The permissible promotional items that you can use in marketing for the title insurance services includes pens, calendars, and mugs. You can do that. The loan estimate form must be given to consumers at least 3 days after submitting a loan application. So 3 days after submitting a loan application, the loan estimate form must be given to the consumer 3 days after. All right, the procedure may not knowingly offer the producer may not knowingly offer promises or give any valuable considerations not specified in the policy, except for educational materials, promotional materials, and articles of merchandise that cost no more than $50, regardless of whether the policy is purchased or not. You cannot spend more than $50. You don't want to try to bribe anyone or buy someone a diamond ring or something crazy. Okay. So which prerequisite is not required to become a title producer? Be at least 25 or 21 years of age. Okay. So they're asking which prerequisite is not required to become a title producer. The other options that they have are successfully pass an examination required by the administration, which is something you must do as a producer, which is this test. Must possess the general fitness. Oh, no, don't even worry about that. I don't know why they have that there. But pay all the appropriate fees. All right, let's go to the next page. All righty, so moving on. Hope you guys are getting all of that. That was just 5 right there. Alrighty, so rebating. What is rebating? Rebating is giving something of value in exchange to induce the purchase of an insurance policy. That is called rebating. Okay. Department of Treasury. The blocked person list of the blocked persons list of specifically designated nationals is maintained by the Department of Treasury. Again, the blocked persons list of specifically designated nationals is maintained by Department of Treasury. All right. The closing disclosure form must be delivered at least 3 business days before settlement. The closing disclosure form must be delivered 3 days before settlement. All right. So, pursuant to RESPA in all caps, the only thing of value that can be received by an affiliate business in a title insurance transaction is a return on the ownership of the affiliate. Again, a return on the ownership of the affiliate. Pursuing to the RESPA, the only thing of value that can be received by an affiliate business in a title insurance transaction is the return of the ownership of the affiliate. RESPA applies to residential transactions involving 1 to 4 family units. RESPA applies to residential transactions involving 1 to 4 homes. Okay, 1 to 4 family units. RESPA doesn't apply to commercial transactions either. Okay. Alrighty. So insurers must maintain for inspections by Maryland Insurance Administration a producer register. A produce register. Insurers must maintain for inspection by Maryland Insurance Administration. Okay. So a title insurer must update their producer's register within how many days of termination or an appointment? 30 days. 30 days. A title insurance must update their producer's register with how many days of a termination or an appointment is 30 days. All right. So the commissioner of insurance has the authority to do all of the following except change the state insurance laws at any time. The other things you can do as a commissioner of insurance, and what they have the authority to do, is examine the financial affairs of insurance doing business in Maryland, hold hearings, write the rules and regulations to enforce state insurance laws. But you cannot change state insurance laws at any time as the commissioner of insurance. Okay. In Maryland, criminals or prohibited acts committed by insurance producers under Maryland insurance laws are prosecuted by the Attorney General's office. So the Attorney General office are the ones that will prosecute you if in Maryland criminal or prohibited acts committed by the insurance producers are made. Which of the following statements best describes insurance rates? The regulatory objectives of insurance rating that are rates should be adequate, not excessive, and not unfairly discrimination or discriminatory. Alrighty, moving on. We're actually on number 14, I believe, 15, 16. The following is true regarding remote online notarizations. The law became effective in October 1st, 2020. October 1st, 2020. The following is true regarding remote online notarization. All right, that's when it started. Pages of a Maryland intake sheet will accommodate two documents, and an addendum can be used for the remaining documents. Again, page 1 of a Maryland intake sheet, it will accommodate 2 documents, and an addendum can be used for the remaining documents. All right, so 19. How did you get that so quick? No wonder. Now, allowable behavior pursuant to RESPA includes all of these: accepting fees, kickbacks of things, and value of induced business, a lender setting up a contest for real estate agents to give them businesses, and a lender giving a borrower a chance to win a trip for doing business with them. None of these are allowed. You cannot. Can't accept no kickbacks, no feedbacks. You can't accept nothing of value. A lender setting up a contest and trying to buy somebody a trip. No. Okay. Alrighty. Now 19. The authority given by an insurance company to an agent that is usually not specifically told or communicated is called implied authority. It's implied. So the authority given by an insurance company to an agent that is usually not specifically told or communicated is called implied authority. So pursuant to RESPA, when there is an affiliate business arrangement, fees appearing on a closing disclosure should only be charged based on services actually rendered. Okay. Moving along. If there's a pause button on here, is there a pause button? I guess not. Anyhow, all right, let's keep it going. All right. Pursuant to Maryland's West Settlement Act and purchase transaction, funds must be dispersed the day of settlement. Same time, same day. Again, pursuant to Maryland's West Settlement Act, in a purchase transaction, funds must be dispersed the same day of the settlement. Alrighty. A simultaneous issue rate is given when a buyer purchases an owner's and lender's policy. A simultaneous issue rate is given when a buyer purchases an owner and lender's policy. So, which of the following statements is correct about the insurance commissioner? Well, he or she is appointed by the governor. That's true. He or she can determine the examination of records. True. And he or she can approve, deny, or revoke licenses. So that's what the insurance commissioner can do. Got some power. All right. The maximum penalty for someone in the insurance business who has been prosecuted and convicted by the Attorney General for knowingly engaging in fraud, you get 10 years in prison and a $50,000 fine. 10 years in prison and a $50,000, not and or. 10 years in prison and a $50,000 fine. It's deep. All right, when a title company establishes an escrow account, the account must be labeled as a trust account. Escrow account, trust account. All right. Trust. Unless specified in the deed, the most that can be charged for a release in Maryland is $15. $15 is the most that can be charged for release. Okay. Non-Maryland residents who sell their property in Maryland are charged a percentage based on the total payment. That's the answer. The total payment. All right. So non-Maryland residents who sell property in Maryland are charged a percentage based on the total payment. All right. Which of the following statement is with regards to rebating? Again, we discussed rebating, and rebating is the act of giving back to the insured money or some other form of consideration for the purpose of inducing the person to purchase the insurance. And rebating is illegal under Maryland's insurance laws and laws related to unfair practices. And rebating is a form of unfair discrimination, and we won't be doing it. Alrighty, so unclaimed checks must be handled pursuant to Maryland's enchantment law. Escheatment. I'm going to spell it. ESCHEATMENT. We got the mint. We see the cheat. Escheatment. Am I saying it right? I don't know. Let's keep it moving. Maryland is a rate file and use state. This means that the insurer can file a rate and use it at the commissioners doesn't object within 30 days. So it's all about timing. Maryland rate file and use state. Again, the insurer can file a rate and use it to the commissioners if the commissioners doesn't object within 30 days. So there you go. All right, moving on. 14 minutes and 47 minutes, and we are on number 31. All right, a fiduciary or agency relationship exists between underwriters and title insurance producers, title insurance producers and independent contractors, and title insurance producers and lenders. Again, the fiduciary or agent relationship exists between, again, title insurance producers and lenders, title insurance producers and independent contractors, and underwriters and the title insurance producer. Also, which of the following is required before a TIPIC, title insurance producer, can be issued a certificate of authority? Well, in order to receive the certificate of authority, you must be organized as a stock company on a mutual insurance company. And if a stock company, if it's a stock company, they must have and maintain $750,000 paid in capital stock. So, yeah. The relationship between the title insurance producer and a title insurance producer independent contractor, so that's a TIP, and then a TIPIC, can be best described as principal and agent. Okay, so TIPIC, title insurance producer independent contractor, title insurance producer, the TIP. Again, principal and agent is what they are best described as. All right. Express authority can be best described as written or oral. Written or oral is the best way to express authority. All right. And the Maryland Affordable Housing Trust is managed by the Department of Housing and Community Development, requires title companies to deposit funds into their MAHT account when interest or deposits will be less than $50, and is a type of escrow account and permits commonling is a type of escrow amount that permits commonling. Lord have mercy. All right, we're gonna keep it moving, and we are on number, I believe, 36. So, a title insurance producer's license must be renewed every other year. A title insurance producer's license, this test has to be renewed every other year. Ugh, get ready. So study. The more you do, the easier it will be. Alrighty, so instead of your typical title escrow account, an attorney can establish the IOLTA account. IOLTA account. In Maryland, title insurance rates are competitive, must be filed with the insurance commissioner, and must be approved by the insurance commissioner. All right. In Maryland, the title insurance rates competitive, must be filed with the title insurance commissioner, and must be approved by the title insurance commissioner, by the commissioner. All right. So a title agent can do business with a title producer as long as the title producer is licensed. And this is why we're taking this test, so that we can get licensed. Ooh, Lord have mercy. You see, I'm feeling rough. I'm looking rough because I just been focusing on this as well as my other stuff I'm doing. You know, I'm in CNA class, GNA class, home inspector class, and this. So yeah, I'm getting it in. I need all the success and good vibes as possible. All right. So the title producer is licensed, have to be. Every 2 years, every other year, take the test. The most common discount for the title policy rate is 40%. 40%. All right. That is the most common discount for the title policy. All right. Get a little swig of water. 41. I'm going to try to go to 100. Ooh. The title insurance producer that willfully or knowingly misappropriate trust money, knowingly misappropriate trust money, is guilty of a misdemeanor, and on conviction is subjected to a fine not exceeding $50,000 or imprisonment not exceeding 1 year, or both. Who wants 10 years and you got to pay $50,000? Just do your job right. Just do what you need to do. It's not even worth it. You don't want neither or, okay? 42. A person who bears a special relationship of trust and responsibility in an agency relationship is trustees, agents, and fiduciary. Fiduciary. If you don't know what I'm saying FIDUCIARY. Fiduciary. All right. Those are a person who bears a special relationship of trust and responsibilities for an agency relationship. All right. How often must a producer send out a privacy notice to customers? Yearly. Annually. Producers are required to notify the insurance department within 30 days of any change of address. 30 days. Anything change? You got 30 days. The producers are required to notify the insurance department within, that's right, 30 days. You said it. I said it too. A foreign insurer is an insurance company that is incorporated with domicile outside the state of Maryland, but in another state in the U.S. So again, a foreign insurer is an insurance company that is incorporated and domiciled outside the state of Maryland, but in another state in the U.S. All right, let's keep it going here. We are on 46. Oh, my lupus. Lupus is something, y'all. Get little sores behind my ear and in my ear. I don't know if you can see it, but the body be going through it. So, whatever. 46. The purpose of the statutory notice regarding the insurance is to protect owners who are consumers of title insurance products. Again, the purpose of the statutory notice regarding to the title insurance is to protect owners who are consumers of the title insurance producers and title insurance products. All right, another name for impound account is an escrow account. So you're going to hear me say some things that I already said again, but, try to answer it with me while I'm saying it. So another name for impound account is an escrow account. All right. The consumer is informed of the right to purchase an owner's title insurance policy and its cost on what type of document? The statutory notice to the buyer. Again, the statutory notice to the buyer. The consumer is informed of the right to purchase the owner's title insurance policy and its cost on what type of document, which is the statutory notice to buyer. A title agent is required to receive the following number of continuing educational hours prior to renewal. 16 hours. 16 hours. The title agent is required to receive the following number of continuing educational hours before renewal. 16 hours. Y'all gonna remember this, okay? Okay, just play it over and over again. All right, this type of misrepresentation occurs when a person makes incomplete comparisons about the terms and conditions of a policy for the purpose of inducing a policy, or to forfeit or surrender or to retake and to regain and exchange or convert, or to allow the policy to lapse is known as twisting. Twisting. Don't twist my words. Don't change what I'm saying. So that's all that is, okay? That's the type of misinterpretation and misrepresentation. We don't need that. We don't need you twisting it. Keep sweat twisted. All right. Whatever to make you remember. All righty. So we're going to keep it moving. I'm going to do another 27 minutes of this. And yeah, that's that. All right. Let's see how far we get. A title producer must comply with the commissioner's request to examine records, to provide documents, and to respond to complaints. That's it. Businesses that are controlled by a common corporation and other settlement services are an ABA, an affiliate businesses, an affiliate business arrangement. All of them. Businesses that are controlled by a common corporation and offer settlement services. Again, ABA, affiliate business, and affiliate business management and arrangement. All right. So at the last Land Title Association meeting, example, Jack, the owner of the insurance company, told members that Diane's insurance businesses was failing and falling. And even though it's not, this is an example of defamation of your character. Who the hell he think he is? Jack. Hit the road. Defamation. Alrighty. Rates for the title insurance are regulated by state insurance agencies. State insurance agencies, again, rates for title insurances are regulated by the state insurance agency. The statutory notice of availability of title insurance must be maintained by the title company for 3 years. So for 3 years, the statutory notice of availability of title insurance must be maintained by the title company for 3 years. Un, deux, trois. Uno, dos, tres. All right. If a deed is not dated on page 1, the date of the deed will be the last acknowledgement date. The last date you can think of, remember. The last acknowledgement date, okay? So, underwriters are required to conduct audits of their title agents, companies, or examine the books of their title agents, companies for at least once every year. So again, at least once every year, the underwriters are required to conduct audits of their title agents, companies, and examine the books of their title agent and companies, okay? At least once every year. The title insurance has a right to examine the records of the title producer at any reasonable time, whenever. Let me see your papers. Let me see your register. All right, cool. See your records. If a lender fails to disperse funds at the time of the settlement, then the lender may not charge interest to the borrower for the first 30 days after closing. No, you cannot. You cannot charge interest to the borrower for the first 30 days after closing if a lender fails to disperse funds at the time of settlement. Okay? And the types of illegal rebating and acts prohibited by the RESPA includes a rebate on a title premium, a title company offering something of value for steering businesses to their company, and a title company offering you something of value for business. Illegal. We said that earlier. Is illegal. So again, the types of illegal rebating and acts prohibited by the RESPA includes: you cannot. A title company offering you something for value of business, a title company offering you something of value of steering you to the business or to their company for whatever, and a rebate on the title premium. All right. No. All right. So we are going to go to, this is going to be question 56 or no, 56. We actually on 61. We rolling. All right. A title insurance producer what can a title insurance producer do? A person who can solicit titles. Yay. A title insurance can insure. And a licensed individual who provides closing and settlement services. That's what we are. We are a licensed individual who provides closing and settlement services. We are title insurers, and we are a person who can solicit titles. All right. So, who made our title insures, and we are a person who can solicit titles. All right. So, who may exercise control over escrow funds maintaining a title agency escrow account? Who? The licensed title producer. Us. We can do that. We are officers of the state. All right. So, exceptions to the anti-rebating statute allows for which of the following marketing activities? Well, it'll be offering or giving away educational materials, offering or giving away promotional materials, offering or giving away articles of merchandise that costs no more than $50. Remember, it can't cost any more than $50 because anything more than that, it means you're trying to bribe, you're trying to do a little bit too much to get them to do what you're trying to get them to do. And that's rebating. We don't want to do that. Okay, but anti-rebating, you can definitely offer and give away educational materials. You can offer and give away promotional material, and you can offer and give away articles of merchandise that cost no more than $50. All right, because so all of the above are exceptions to the anti-rebating statute, regardless of whether a policy is purchased or not. That's very important. Alrighty. So, which of the following is true regarding real estate transactions in Maryland by non-resident sellers? Non-resident individuals pay SDAT 8.0% of the total payment for the transaction, and non-resident corporations pay SDAT 8.25% of the total payment for the transaction. So both of those are true. Okay. The question was, which of the following is true regarding the real estate transaction in Maryland by non-resident sellers? Remember the question in the past? It said that it's going to go by the total payment. So the non-resident individuals, they pay the SDTA what? 8.0% of the total payment of the transaction. And the non-resident corporations pay the SDTA 8.25 of the total payment for the transaction. All right, now in Maryland, first-time home buyers are exempt from paying transfer taxes. Therefore, the seller pays 0.25%. Okay? 20 more minutes of this. Alrighty, now. First, focus. Title offers customers a 10% reduction on their title policy for their businesses. This unfair trade package is known as what? Rebating. Rebating. Again, First Focus title offers. Start again. First Focus title offers customers a 10% reduction on a title policy for their business. It's unfair. It's an unfair trade package and is known as rebating. All right. I'm going to say rebating 3 times now. All right. A business entity seeking an insurance license must provide the commissioner with the name of their point of contact that is licensed as the title producer. That's us. Point of contact that is a license as a title producer. All right. All of the following are parties to a deed of trust except the seller. All of the following are parties to a deed of trust except a seller. We have the buyer, the lender, and the trustee. All of them are parties to the deed, the buyer, the lender, the trustee, except for the seller. Now, all of the following are true regarding probate in Maryland, except a last and testament must be available in order for a estate to be probated. Did I say that right? Yeah. So all of the following are true. Let's hear what's true. What's true is that probate actions are filed with the orphans court. A personal representative's deed may be used to transfer real property, and the estate administrator is called a personal representative. So again, all of the following are the true regarding probate in Maryland, except a last will and testament must be available in order for estate to be probated. 70. All of the following is true regarding leasehold estate, except a tenant occupying a leasehold estate have no legal rights. Okay? Again, all of the following is true. Let's see what's true. A leasehold estate is created by agreement and exists for a noted period of time, and the agreement can be written or unwritten. And with a lease agreement, there is generally an exclusive right to possession, and the leasehold estate is a possessory estate. So this is number 70 on my paper here that I'm looking at, and just trying to explain it as I'm reading it, because some of these are just paragraphs, some are questions. It's just, I'm just trying to make this work to make sense. Okay, so all of the following is true except for a tenant occupying a leasehold estate have no legal rights. All right, so 71. All of the following are necessary for a complete title search, which is search of property history, search of person judgment history, search of grantor grantee index. So all of the following are necessary for a complete title search except search of employment history. We don't care where you worked at. Nobody cares. All right. So before a foreclosure can occur in Maryland, a notice of intent to foreclose, a NOI, notice of intent, must be sent to the borrower 45 days. 45 days. NOI. NOI. Notice of intent, 45 days. To who? The borrower. Which of the following is true regarding fee simple ownership? According to this, none. Okay, Echo, what is fee simple ownership?
Sorry, what was that?
She don't even know. Try it again. Okay, Echo, what is fee simple ownership?
Fee Simple Investments Limited, the business developing or selling real estate based in Sutton Coldfield. As far as I know, it doesn't have an owner.
That's what she said. So let's talk about what's true about the fee simple ownership. So it is most commonly used type of ownership. It is unconstrained, and fee refers to legal right of the land. And the fee simple ownership is the absolute and unqualified legal title to real property, including both building and the land. Okay. Now, a tenant who executes a lease is the leasing. A tenant who executes a lease is the leasee. And a trust that is created during the life of the trustor is a inter vivis trust. INTER, next word, VIVOS, next word, trust. Again, a trust that is created during the life of the trustor is a inter vivus trust. Okay, almost there. All right, adverse possession may be claimed after 20 years. Adverse possession may be claimed after 20 years. An abstract of title is a historical summary of all the recorded instruments and proceedings that affected the title to a particular piece of property. Again, the abstract of title is a historical summary of all the recorded instruments and proceedings that affect the title in a particular piece of the property. All right. So, constructive notice of an interest in real estate is imputed by law when a deed is recorded among the land recording. When a deed is recorded among the land recordings, its constructive notice of an interest in real estate is imputed by the law when a deed is recorded among the land records. Foreclosure is a method of legally enforcing the terms of a deed or trust and note. All right. Deed of trust and note. All right. Is the foreclosure is the method of legally enforcing the term of a deed of trust and note. All right. An instrument used to determine the location, boundaries, and area of a land and structures upon the ground surface is called a location survey. Okay, a location survey is your instrument used to determine the location, boundaries, and areas of a land and structure upon the ground's surface. All right, a bankruptcy is in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court. That's where it's filed. A bankruptcy case is filed in the U.S. Bankruptcy Court. A trustee is granted this type of title through a trust, which is what a legal title. Okay, a trustee is granted a legal title through a trust. Alrighty. Meets and bounds. Meets and bounds. A land description in which boundaries are described by courses, direction, distances, and monuments is meets and bounds. An acre is 4,840 square yards. An acre is 4,840 square yards. 4840. A line of credit is considered an open end mortgage. An open end mortgage is considered a line of credit. Also, remember that a request must be made in writing to close a home equity line of credit at a time of closing. So, if not, the loan will remain open, may become the priority mortgage, and the transaction may be subject to a title claim. So, just saying. All right, so a trust agreement that cannot be revoked is a irrevocable trust. Irrevocable trust. All right, a chain of title is created by reviewing deeds in a reverse chronological order. So the chain chronological order. The chain title is created reviewing deeds in a reverse chronological order. Reverse. Boom. All right. If tenancy is omitted from a deed, which two owners the tenancy is presumed to be? It is the tenants in common. Again, if tenancy is omitted from a deed with two owners, the tenancy is presumed to be tenants in common. We got something in common, like Bobby and Whitney. All right. Proceeding in federal court that eliminates a debator's obligation to pay is a bankruptcy action. Bankruptcy action. Proceeding in federal court that eliminates debtor's obligation to pay. Bankruptcy. The homestead credit limits the amount of assessments increase on which a homeowner will pay property taxes on property used as the owner's principal resident at what percent? 10%. 10%. Again, so the homestead credit limits the amount of assessment increase on which a homeowner will pay property taxes on property used as owner's principal's residence of 10%. All right. So, all of the following are elements of a legal contract except for, I'll tell you the ones that are: legal purpose, yes. Competent parties, yes. An offer and acceptance, yes, except an exchange of equal consideration. So all of the following are elements of legal contract except an exchange of equal consideration. 92. A deed which warrants the title only to act of the grantor is the special warranty deed. The special warranty deed, a deed which warrants the title only to act of the grantor. Which of the following statement is true? The effective date of a deed is the delivery date. That's true. The delivery date is presumed to be the date of the last acknowledgement or the date stated in the deed, whichever is later. Remember, it asks, if you don't know what date to put on, put the last date you remember. The one that's not true is if there is no date noted in the deed will be invalid. Okay? All righty. Characteristics of tenants in common include co-tenancy, unequal shares, no right to survivorship, and interest passes to their heirs. Okay. Characteristic of tenants in common include, again, co-tenancy, unequal shares, no right to survivorship, and interest passes to their heirs. 95. A life estate tenant may freely transfer the life estate property if the life tenant has full powers. All right. All right. 46 minutes in, 47 minutes on the dot. Let's finish these last few. I'm just going to do 100 and yeah, 1 through 100. And then I'll come back and do 2 through 3, 3 through 4. Bam, bam, boom. All right. So a jurisdiction may place limits on the use of a residential property by way of building codes, zoning restrictions. Oh, my doorbell is ringing. All right. 1 second. I'm coming. Hold on. Hold up. Hold up. I gotta record something real quick. Did I cut? Yeah, you can sit right here. All right, let me finish this up real quick. All right, so I'm gonna read that again real quick. So the jurisdiction may place limits on the use of a residential property by way of the building codes and then the zoning restrictions. And then creditors have 6 months from the date of the descendant's death to file claims against the estate if notification has not been given by the personal representative. So you have 6 months from the date that the descendants had died to file and claim the estate. And if not, that's just that. All right. So a life estate may be conveyed by a deed. So a life estate may be conveyed by the deed. And the title to the real estate may be transferred pursuant to a last will and testament by a person, representative, or executor. So the personal representative or the executor, they will be the ones that be able to transfer pursuant to the last will and the testament. And for 100, a loan in which the lender agrees to lend a maximum amount within a certain item or term, and the collateral serves as the equity in the home, it will be a second mortgage, and HELOC, which is the home equity line of credit. So a loan in which the lender agrees to lend money to with a certain term with the collateral services as the equity grows in the home, again, is the second mortgage and the home equity line of credit. So yeah, that'll be that from 1 through 100, and then gonna go over 2 to 300, etc., and go from there. But time is up. All right. Good luck. Yeah, girl.